Alright, hey YouTube, Nate here, and welcome to this special edition of Macintosh Geek Weekly. The only reason it's special is because the only topic today is Apple's new media event. Don't be fooled, this is me. I just got a new look going on here. Maybe you like it, maybe you don't. Thumbs up if you do, though. Haha. Speaking of new looks, let's just go on to Apple's new products. Cheesy tie-ins aside, let's just get right into it. The first thing in Apple's media event, which took place on Wednesday last week, was the new iPhone OS, or the iOS 4.1. Mainly just fix some bugs. They have the new HDR high dynamic range photos, which actually takes 3 photos and combines it into one to get a higher quality image because they're at 3 different settings photos, and when they combine them, it looks sharper and better. Haven't really got to see this in use, but it does sound like a good idea, something kind of new, and hopefully will give you better quality photos from, obviously a smaller camera that's not supposed to take higher photos. Besides that, we have the new Game Center, which is going to it's going to be cool. It's essentially Xbox Live, except for your iOS devices. So that's really cool, add friends, play with them over Wi-Fi, and I believe you can play them over 3G too, obviously with a 3G enabled device. Besides that, we got TV show rentals. Apple's new kind of selling point, I guess, is the new TV show rentals, which only Fox and ABC are on board with, but we'll get to that later. Besides that, they announced that iOS 4.2 will be coming in November, and with that, they will have AirPlay, which will allow you to stream video, music, and photos wirelessly, but that's not coming till November, so that was just kind of a sneak peek, but that also looks very nice, something to look forward to come November. Moving on from that, I guess we'll start with the new iTunes. The new iTunes, right off the bat, has the new logo, which a lot of people are going crazy over, saying it looks ugly. People are just, freaking out about this, that the iTunes logo, which has been recognized since 2001, is now finally changing here in 2010, and it's gotten so much credibility over the years of being this great thing, and it's a recognizable logo, and now they're changing it. Now, this is kind of an interesting move by Apple. They said the change is because iTunes is soon going to outsell CDs, so they need to drop the CD in the logo. So obviously they're not just going to have a little music symbol floating there. They kind of had to give it a new look. And the new look, a lot of people don't like. I personally actually do like the new logo. I will say that it does look a little out of place with some of the other icons in macOS 10. But besides that, it does look really nice. I kind of think it just gives off a nice shiny look. And I actually, if Apple started changing some of their other logos to kind of match that style, I wouldn't mind. I think it looks really nice. But like I said, it just seems a little out of place. With the new icon, we have this new craze on Twitter. Someone made a Twitter account for the iTunes 10 logo, and it's hilarious if you read some of his tweets. They're just really funny. And now a bunch of other people are making logos for everything, and it's kind of getting ridiculous. But I would recommend following at least the iTunes 10 logo, because I think he's really funny. Just some really funny tweets defending himself. Other than that, the main change in iTunes, there's kind of 2 interesting new things. In the music pane, where you look at all your things, they added this new view, which is pretty nice, where if you have 4 or 5, I can't remember, one of the 2, 4 or 5 songs all in the same album, it'll add a little artwork to the left of it, of that album. So it's just kind of a nice look to go through, and you can look at the artwork on the side. It just gives it a nice cleaner look, I think, and it's kind of hard to explain unless you actually see it, so I would definitely recommend downloading the new iTunes. Along with that, they have the new music Twitter, Facebook thing called Ping. It's kind of overkill if you ask me. I don't see myself really using it all that much, but I guess it's a nice feature for some people. who are into music, I guess, a lot. I personally, some people go insane. They follow all their bands religiously. I follow the bands that I like enough to know when the new album comes out, and that's enough for me. So I mean, it just depends on your style, I guess. If you do want to follow me on Ping, go right ahead. Just search for Nate Clay. I should show up. Like I said, I don't really know how much I'll be using it, but you never know. If you just want to follow, see what songs I'm downloading on iTunes, go right ahead. I fully encourage you to creep upon me. But yeah, I think it's just a little overkill on Apple's part. There isn't really amazing amount of original features. It's pretty much Twitter for music. Okay, let's go on to the new iPods. Starting with the new Shuffle. I will say that I love the new Shuffle. I'm so glad they brought it back to the old look. I believe in my video I said that I thought they would go back to physical buttons. That was probably the only prediction I got right, but it's like that big. It's tiny, just enough to fit in the buttons, and that's nice. They still have the speaker music thing. I can't think of what the actual feature is called, so you can hear what the track is in the headphones, and I believe there's also comes with a microphone still, so you can request a song. I believe that's how it works. But yeah, it's a really nice device. Out of all of them, it's probably the one I would most likely to get if I decided to get a new iPod. I still got my old iPod Touch. I got music on my Droid. But the hope for me at this point is in the near future to be getting an iPhone. We'll have to see how that goes, but that is my hope. So I'm going to hold off getting a new iOS device until then. So I might get the iPod Shuffle. I think it's nice. It's something that I'd actually see myself using, working out, walking to class, whatever. Just a nice small device to take with me. The new iPod Nano. I was unfortunately wrong about this one. I thought they would not go to a touchscreen, and they did. I personally am not a huge fan of it. I think using a touchscreen that's small just gets funky, especially someone like me. I have huge hands, huge fingers. I find myself touching the wrong things, even on normal sized touchscreens. I don't know how I'm gonna manage on something that's small. I just think it looks kind of silly in a lot of ways, and I guess in a sense, it's kind of like the old iPod Touch, where it's limited to just music and photos and just stuff like that. I don't think they're gonna have an app store on it anytime soon. I don't really know what you would use on it besides just small like widgets or small applications. Has a built-in FM radio, etc. I mean, it's a solid device. Just something I wouldn't really like to use. I know some people already who do want it. My friend Nate Schmidt already sold his old iPod Touch and is buying a new iPod Nano. I think that was kind of crazy on his part, but people like different things, I guess. And the new iPod Touch is thinner. It has the new Game Center. And again, my prediction was wrong. I thought they would add a camera on the back, which they did. Yay for me. But they went ahead and put a camera on the front too and added FaceTime in for FaceTime between iPod Touches or even to an iPhone. So here's me, all crazy. So essentially the iPod Touch now is exactly like the iPhone besides having a data plan. They even added vibration in now that one user found when they took it apart. They found a vibration thing in it. So honestly, this thing, I mean, if you put Skype on there, you essentially have an iPhone in a lot of ways. It's kind of crazy how much stuff they're adding on to just a simple iPod, where now buying an iPhone, about the only thing that you're getting that's different is that data package. I mean, you'll have texting and the phone obviously on there, but yeah, pretty insane stuff. Obviously, it's a little thinner now even, and it's a really nice device. I mean, there isn't really any major physical changes besides the adding of the two cameras, but yeah, it's a nice device. It's just becoming a lot more like the iPhone, which I guess can be either good or bad depending on how you look at it. Finally, we got the new Apple TV, which I think will be the device out of all these that I liked the most in a lot of ways. I still need to get an HD TV. unfortunately, this one dropped the component ability, so now even, I know some people were putting the Apple TV onto standard definition TVs. It would squish it, but they would do it. So now I have no choice. If I want to get that, I need an HDMI-enabled device. So hopefully in the near future, I'll be getting an HD TV. I'm in college, so that might be a little bit, you know, expensive. But something that I kind of plan on doing is, you know, birthday is coming up and I got Christmas. So I'll get some money from that. Probably not too much, but maybe enough to kind of start up a fund to get an HD TV. I might do what I did for the Wii, where I just kind of set aside some money every once in a while and slowly have enough money to buy an HD TV. And then all I will need is $99 more to get an Apple TV, because they dropped the price down to $99. It's just a small box now. It looks really nice. Now they're going to a rental-only platform, which is honestly what I would use it for. I wouldn't want to buy digital movies on there. The whole renting TV show things is a little weird to me still. I like the Netflix streaming TV, which they did add Netflix. Thank you. Netflix is amazing, and this is definitely a really nice Netflix box. I think it's the best implication of Netflix that I've ever seen, along with the ability to obviously instantly rent movies or TV shows right on there for a little extra charge. Obviously, you're gonna have a bigger selection of the TV shows and movies with the charge. So I mean, if you're actually looking for something, it's a really nice implication, because if you can't find the instant stream, or you can't find the instant library that Netflix have, you can't find what you're looking for, then you can go on to the Apple library and see if they have it there, if you want to pay, you know, a little more. So I definitely think that's really nice, and a device that looks great. I think the Apple TV is going to sell a lot more now because of this implication of Netflix and because of this new rental scheme. Some people don't like the rent-only scheme. I guess it would be nice if they still had the option to buy movies. I think some people still like to buy stuff. I personally don't really see the need to buy digital stuff. I still like having physical DVDs, but I do like Netflix streaming, because there's a lot of movies out there that I don't want to buy. I just want to watch. And if it turns out that I do like them, then, you know, maybe I'll go buy them. So, yes, I think that about covers it. This was kind of a special edition of Macintosh Geek Weekly, so I'm not going to do a question or anything. So send questions to inateclay@gmail.com, video or audio questions, and I will answer them next week, or this week, because this was a delayed episode. Probably Thursday is when I'm going to record it, so we're actually going to have, you know, a really small gap until the next episode. So I'll see you guys in a few days. I believe the iPod Touch case giveaway is coming up here, so if you still want to win that, make sure to submit your comment in. Yeah, more videos to come in this future. I got this huge lineup in my head. It's crazy. I got so many videos to make and so little time. I got college homework I still need to do today, and yeah. So there was my little life rant. That's it. Thanks for watching, guys, and follow me on Twitter, MacintoshGeek. Follow me on Ping, Nate Clay, youtube.com/MacintoshGeekMobile, all that good stuff. Yeah, that's about it. Thanks for watching, guys.